Okay guys, so we are hitting the road again. We are leaving Daytona. Daytona was pretty cool. Like the beaches, the good vibes, the people and everything. I'm actually driving right now, so I have to, you know, focus on the road and stuff as well. But yeah, so the plan is right now, we're on a very tight schedule. We're heading to Ocala because we're shooting with a pretty cool photographer for tonight for like a yeah, like an evening, like a sunset sort of shoot with the van, and then a couple lifestyle pictures without it. So that'll be really cool. I'm super excited. But that means I just have to, you know, haul butt from here to Ocala in like the next like hour and a half. So kind of stressed out, to be honest. So I have to fill you in because I've just had like the most amazing like last couple days. It's been amazing. But let's pick up where we left off, right? So we were leaving Daytona and we were going to Ocala for a photo shoot, right? A night session photo shoot with the Campervan. Super cool. Like I don't want to spoiler it because like I am so amazed at like the amazing shots we were able to take that they'll just blow your mind. Like, trust me, right? I'll be posting them, by the way, on the Instagram page. So make sure you follow the Instagram page. Here's the tag for that. And man, like these are like the coolest like van life photos like you'll see. Like, I mean, it's so unlike van life, but it's still van life that it's like, it's awesome. Like the photographer is amazing. Like I'll post them on every single picture and stuff as well. So you make sure you check out his work. He's really talented, really great guy, awesome vibes, hands down one of the best shoots I've had, I think probably ever. All right, and I've been doing this for a while. Anyway, all right, let's get back to you know, the actual trip. What are we doing? I'm going to Devil's Den, right? I told you about that yesterday. I'm going to Devil's Den for snorkeling, which is snorkeling inside of a cave system and like a freshwater cave system. I'll show you guys a video of what that looks like. But yeah, you have to make a reservation to go snorkeling. The reservation, you can snorkel for an hour and a half, and the reservation has to be done online. I just literally did a reservation like like half an hour ago, and I was able to get one for 1:30 p.m. today. So I have like an hour to kind of get there and, you know, chill out a little bit, get my snorkel on, my snorkel gear on, my vibes on. It costs like $28.99, I think, from Monday to Friday. And I think like Friday to Sunday is like a different price. I think it's a little bit more expensive or whatever. And I'm super excited, like super stoked to tell you like what I see down there. And you ready? Let's go. So this is where you walk in, and then you go over there to the office to get one of these fancy bracelets that tells your time, how long you can swim. And then you look at all the other surrounding stuff, and it's really cool, like really beautiful nature. And then you like look down, and all of a sudden there's a hole, and that's where we're gonna be snorkeling today. Like, that is Devil's Den, guys. That is Devil's Den. So yeah, we have our snorkeling gear ready. I didn't have to actually borrow gear, so it was actually a lot cheaper. It was like $16 for admission, which was really cool. And they were able to switch out my fins, which was also really cool, because the ones that I have, they don't fit me quite as good, so I was able to change them out for like a size 11 pair.
The chorus sucks.
Yeah. Are you guys cold as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cold.
That's my shadow. Hello. And this is kind of cool. That's where we were staying before. And then they also have, you know, various pavilions that you can, you know, do some grilling, some barbecuing, eating, and then you've got these sorts of views to enjoy, which I think is kind of cool. Except what I don't understand is how does somebody get to the island and use that picnic table? But that's beside the point. Aww, hey cuties. Hey. Hey. So one side you have the squirrel, and then on the other side you have the cat watching the squirrel. Alright guys, so for food we're doing something slightly different today. We've got blue cheeseburgers. Yay! 2 of these things. The Caesar salad. Probably, you know, as lettuce to go with that, and then partially salad. We've got some rye bread instead of normal hamburger buns. Rye bread, obviously barbecue sauce because I love barbecue sauce. A little bit of spices. Dessert, fruit for dessert, and then obviously plate and cleaning up stuff. But here's how we're gonna make it. So we're gonna make it in this old school rusted gangster style grill. I've gathered a bunch of wood. You know, I've put smaller wood pieces on the bottom, thicker pieces on the top. Here's our little grill where our patties will go. I think this is like the most cleanest spot that I found on this whole grill. I'm not gonna clean this grill, but I'm guessing I'm not gonna get food poisoning from it. And we're next to this like pool. Maybe we'll take a dip in the pool afterwards. And then we've got a place to clean things up. We've got a little sink over there, which is really, really cool. So let's make some burgers. First steps first, get the fire started. I think I have managed to start the fire. Now I'm gonna let it wait until it goes down just a tad bit and then put the burgers on it. So step 2, add the burgers, and then I've got a little bit of liquid smoke to go with the actual smoke of this. I'm just gonna drop it on here because I want it to be really barbecue and really, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Right, we're gonna leave that for about a little bit. Yeah, they're actually getting pretty good. I think I'm gonna flip them over really quickly. Just put the barbecue sauce on here. Okay. Alright, flip that. Ooh, just gonna touch the flip. Ooh, hello. Ooh, that already looks beautiful. Alright. This is hard filming and flipping your meat, mate. Okay. Throw some liquid smoke on that. Actually, maybe take that off. Okay, liquid smoke on that. Smoky. And this is our dinner for today. So let's dive right in. We've got a Caesar salad, you know, nicely seasoned with everything that they gave us. Then we've got these blue cheeseburgers, which you can see that they're oozing just a little bit of fat and a little bit of blood on top, which means they're medium. And then we've even toasted up the rye bread a little bit just to give it a little bit of that smoky flavor. And then let's drift on to the other half. We've coated the rye bread with some barbecue sauce and some lettuce. Obviously, we're gonna connect those 2 halves and have makeshift burgers. And for a dessert, boom, the fruit. All right, guys, so I'm on the road again. I gotta tell you what I'm doing. So I'm going to Ginnie Springs today because a friend of mine, thank you by the way, a friend of mine told me to check it out. It's a really, really cool spot. If you Google it and you look at the images, it is like surprisingly crystal clear and, you know, awesome spot for snorkeling and paddle boarding and, you know, all these different things and tubing and stuff during the summer. But it is winter time, and let's be honest, it has gotten a little bit colder here, okay? I mean, yesterday yesterday night was a little bit rough, all right? So I'm gonna go basically snorkeling in this like 72-degree Fahrenheit spring. And I mean, good thing I have my wetsuit, right? I'm gonna deck out in this full like costume. Like I've got my wetsuit, my bodysuit, I've got gloves, I've got shoes, I've even got a little head thingy or whatever that I can put on. I actually don't know what it's called, but I will go like full body. Sorry, I just have to check if I can drive. Yeah, okay. I will go full body wetsuit on this, you know what I mean? So it'll be kind of cool, but like I'm super excited because in the pictures it looks really awesome. And so it's $15 in the off season for admission, and it's only $10 more if you want to camp there. So I think before me heading to Panama City, I'm just gonna have like a very, you know, chill day. I'm gonna kind of, I'm just gonna camp there overnight. I'm just gonna explore all that Ginnie Springs has to offer for a whole day. So are you ready to check it out? Let's do it. Good morning, world. Let me fill you in what has been happening like the last couple hours. We ended up kind of camping for the night. So originally I thought it was gonna be $25 for camping and, you know, the day admission, but it turned out to be $36 because $11 extra because of the hookups. So I've got electricity and I've got water as well. Water I probably won't need. Maybe if I, you know, cook something or something, it's nice to clean up. But electricity for sure, I will just draw an extension cord and have power inside my car and hopefully recharge, you know, my battery and everything. And I don't know, just have power. Whatever. I paid the $11 extra. It's okay. But anyway, so this is what the campsite looks like. This is how we're parked here. This is my little plot of land, number 31. And yeah, I don't know, just pretty. I decided to leave this whole area kind of free because maybe I'll do a little, you know, bonfire. It looks like maybe somebody may try to make a little pit or something, make a little bonfire pit, or use one of those barbecues and kind of do a little custom fire. That's my electrical hookup, and that's the water hookup, which I guess I do have a hose. I can maybe hook up a hose, but I don't really need a hose. But yeah, this is how I'm parked. And yeah, so the plan right now is to put on my wetsuit and go snorkeling for the day, because the reason that I came here is Ginnie Springs is supposed to have really like clear, fresh spring water that you can snorkel in, and it's a pretty cool like experience, hopefully, from the images at least. So I'm gonna go check that out. The water stays at a 72 degrees temperature all year round because it is a spring, and somehow it is geothermally like heated up or whatever, so it stays constant throughout the whole year. But I'm still gonna put on a wetsuit because it is, you know, winter time and it is really, really cold for me. So let's get to snorkeling. All right, guys, let me show you Ginnie Springs. So there's supposed to be an 80-foot cavern or open cavern up here somewhere, some hole. It's tough to figure out where it is, but look how clear that water is, man. Look at that, beautiful. People snorkeling, and then it goes out there, goes out to the river. I think you can go, there's people, I don't know if you can see that, but there's somebody kayaking down that way. I think I'm gonna hang around this area for a little bit and then slowly make my way towards there and see if I can go exploring that way. But I can't take you guys, but sadly I can't take you guys with me because I have to figure out how to do underwater filming, man. I really do. It's so bad. Like, I'm so unprofessional with this stuff, but yeah, I will tell you all the stuff that I see, so at least I'll do that part, okay? I promise. Pinky promise. Like, pinky promise that. All right, so let's go ahead and scuba dive or snorkel. Alright guys, so you want to know what I saw, right? So check this out. So I saw a bunch of schools of fish, pretty much all the same type of fish. There was like maybe 3 different varieties, some yellow ones, some smaller yellow ones, some like silver ones that were relatively big, like a school that actually were bottom feeders, so they were eating off of the rocks and the corals. Maybe related to like some catfish, but it wasn't a catfish. They were like silver backed or something, but still kind of bottom feeders. And then the coolest thing happened. All right, so the view was super crystal clear. Like it felt like being inside of an aquarium and like, you know, getting down and trying to explore all the little crevices and, you know, root systems and this, and you have schools of fish coming around you and you're like, whoa, I'm gonna chase up on that. But the coolest thing happened. So check this out. So I wandered out of Ginnie Springs. Is pretty much like a little, like a bay, right? The water comes in, it's a little bay, it's very shallow, very warm water. So I wandered out of the bay into the river, which was darker, which was very scary and very dark. Because when you're down there and you get into this like dark water, all of a sudden you're like, oh, whoa, I'm entering complete darkness. What's happening, right? So I get into this darkness, but I stay a little bit towards the right. So on the edge of the shore where I still have a little bit of light peering through. So I can see kind of like, you know, really like brown and kind of, yeah, like a really dark brown sort of vibe, right? And I can still kind of make out things. So I wander off a little bit further, and then I was like, okay, I can't see anything, so I'll start turning back. So I turn back, and in that moment, there's this huge fish. I mean, huge fish, like huge, okay? Like, I don't know, a good meter in length, like times maybe a foot, like in, you know, in height or whatever. This huge fish, like all of a sudden right there next to me, and I'm like, oh, whoa, all right, yo, like very easy, take it easy, nice and gently. I like swam away because I had my fins on, so I was swimming away like slightly, and he like disappeared, right? But literally seconds afterwards, I saw a giant snook as well, like, you know, snook a little bit smaller but super huge length, giant. I'm talking like giant. Those are like, you know, the types of stories that you hear in like the Amazon where you have like, you know, fishes that have been in the river for like a long time and they get to enormous lengths and stuff like that. I literally felt like I've seen some river monsters, yo. It was insane. And that wasn't even the coolest part. Like that was pretty cool, but there's also one more part. So I started heading towards the bay, getting more into the clear water and stuff, and, you know, getting back into the aquarium vibe. And all of a sudden I found this like turtle, man, this like big snapping turtle. And I was like, that's cool. I've never seen a turtle underwater. You always see them. Sorry. But you always see turtles from like the top, and they, you know, poke their head out or whatever, or sometimes they crawl on shore or eat something. You're like, oh my god, a turtle, right? But no, dude, if you're face to face with a turtle, you know, you are right there, the turtle is right there swimming, and you can get really close, and he's maybe not scared of you or whatever. It's an awesome experience because you start looking at the way that he swims. He's like half levitating, you know, kind of swimming with his butt down, and then he's got these little feet that are like constantly like kicking and pedaling and trying to, you know, change his position or whatever, right? But his feet are like webbed. He's got these webbed hands, and they're pretty much, they look kind of like human hands, but it's all webbed. And at the end, he's got little claws as well, like pretty intense looking claws, man. So I didn't want to get too close. I was like, hey, keep your distance. I don't want him to like scratch me or something, or, you know, get defensive or whatever and bite me, or I don't know. I didn't want to, you know, piss him off. But that was pretty cool. So I saw turtles, I saw schools of fish, and I saw giant fish, 2 giant fish closer to the river. Now, there's one more thing that I have to point out for Ginnie Springs. One more thing. And that is, in the middle of Ginnie Springs, if you dive down about 7 or 8 feet, there's an opening to an open cave. Right? It's a cave. They call it open because the opening, when you dive in there, you can still see the opening from the bottom, right? You still know kind of how to get out, and, you know, that's why they call it an open cave. But this cave goes down 80 feet, man. It goes 80 feet down in there. And I talked to a scuba diver. I talked to a scuba diver that was in there, and he said that towards the end, in like the last 10 feet, you just have this whole, you have so much, the current is so strong that it's like pushing you back. Like even if you're trying to swim, you know, as fast as you can with your flippers or whatever, right? It's just, you can't get further because the pressure of the water is just, everything is just pressing against you, man. You know what I mean? So it's really, really cool. And I'm super stoked to, you know, get my scuba like license in the future. Like I am super set on getting my scuba license at some point. Like it's trust me, this whole snorkeling experience has only gotten me like more and more excited as it goes on. Right, so today's meal is sponsored by electricity because I'm using a pressure cooker. So this is the meal that I've just prepared. You've got a bunch of chickpeas, you've got your barley here as well. You've got your beef stew. Oh, I just dropped some. Oh, no, it fell into my leg and it just burned me. You've got your beef stew here, part as well, and spices.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
This is like a street that's like moving, dude. This is like a path going into the darkness.
Yeah, no, it gets pretty creepy, dude.
Yeah.
And you want to hear something too while we're at it?
Sure.
You're like, sure.
I don't have a choice.
A lot of people have died here. In the caves.
A lot of people have died here.
Yeah, there's a cave right in front of us, right? There's people that have gone down scuba diving and they couldn't make it out. They either got lost or something.
Okay.
And they have died here. Yeah.
In these waters.
Yeah. Respect to all those people that died, man.
People have died. Respect to the people, to the dead.
Dude, this is only gonna get better and better. It's like we should like go back for a second, let it build up, and come back again.
Go back for a second, let it build up, and come back again.
Yeah.
All right.
This is only gonna get more and more intense.
Over and out. Give me a voice, bro.
La do?
What?
La do that?
La do that, do that. La do that, do that.
La do that, do that.
La do that, do that.
Na na.
La la.
Na na.
La la la.
Na 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 na.
La 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 la.
Na 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 na.
La 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 la.
Na 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 na.
No,
No no.
no, no.
No no.
Just do it, Jenny.
Oh, I got the fish.
Just do it, Jenny. Just bloody do it.
I'm good for you!
Oh my God, it's a bloody fish.
Just do it, guys. Go. We're not. Sorry.
Bro, the aliens are landing.
Looks so cool, huh?
Bro, the aliens I think landed. Bro, they're going. They just.
Backflip, jeez.
Bro, the aliens. They have come again. Except this time they're just a bloody tiny ball. Just a bloody tiny. Oh, oh no. Oh, bloody no. Oh no. What? 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 Okay. This beef stew is actually really amazing with these chickpeas and this barley, these chunks of barley in here. Really, really gorgeous, really amazing. But my guess is that this was what this guy was after yesterday. So somebody was here. Look at those paw prints. I'm guessing a raccoon. And he didn't even clean his shoes. And he left paw prints all over my stuff. Because he probably was trying to figure out how to open a pressure cooker. Well, Mr. Raccoon, you didn't figure it out. So I'm not too sure what this spring is called, but this is also a freshwater spring. And it looks like I wasn't the first one to get here. Somebody had a little picnic with a little ring light, with a phone holder, some roses, and some chips, I guess. Is that flowers and chips? Is that a thing, guys? I don't know. Do you get your woman flowers and chips? Is that how you get them to be romantic? I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. But look at the spring. The spring is pretty amazing. I'll probably snorkel a little bit towards there because you can see that's pretty clear water. So this is pretty beautiful. Look at that. Ooh, this is pretty ominous. And this spring is called Devil's Eye. I have yet to figure out why. Maybe there's an eye somewhere down there. But in this one, you're supposed to see snapping turtles. So I don't see any snapping turtles now. Somebody forgot their bottles. Maybe they're coming back for them, maybe not. Maybe they're still full and I can take them down and I can snorkel down there. That would be so cool. But yeah, so we've done all 3 springs at Ginnie Springs. We've done Ginnie Springs, we've done Devil's Eye, and the third one, which I don't know the name of, which I'll have to check on the map, but I'll fill in. This is heaven, guys. This is heaven. A hot shower after snorkeling is heaven, trust me. So, I have my whole leg gear. You see my whole wetsuit. I've already kind of stripped myself down to my wetsuit. But this is what I kind of looked like. And I had my little boots, my snorkeling mask, and I was ready to go. And let me tell you, the water was at 72 degrees, but it was freezing, man. I had the wetsuit on, so I had a little bit of water trapped in there, which eventually warmed me up. And I wasn't as cold as like most of the people, but yeah, this hot shower is definitely something to like this is on another level, yo. Like this is it. Okay guys, so a slight change of plans. We are gonna stay a second night in Ginnie Springs just because it is so cool, and I wanted to take a little bit of time for myself to try to, you know, edit a project and stuff and try to, you know, a little connect with nature a little bit more. Let me show you guys how I am parked up today because I've switched campsites. So I'm at 76, and this is how I'm parked, man. I've got my electrical cable there supplying me power. I've got my hookups over there and my pressure cooker cooking pretty much the same meal as yesterday. That's my food table. And I've got my little drying table for all my snorkeling stuff. So that's all the stuff that I kind of used today again. Okay, so this is my fire pit for the day. I've put a bunch of different, you know, wooden pieces and stuff together. And then I've got my spare pile of, you know, that should get me pretty much through a couple hours. I'm not gonna go too long and stuff, but let's do this. That's my summary of Ginnie Springs. Hopefully you liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Peace. Okay, shit, Jesus.